I had the pleasure to visit her museums some years ago with the European Museum of the Year Award when we had the celebration over there. But the most important thing earlier was that Topic Museum was one of the award winner, and they won a Selecto Prize.
Yes.
Yeah, for the engagement that they have with the community. And so, IDOYA, thank you for having accepted this and for being here. So, how did you feel the relation with your community during these days of pandemic?
Well, during these days it's been very difficult because we are closed at home. The center is closed, so everything is closed. But we have tried to be very close to our community. Since the very beginning, we started to do things through internet, online. Through Facebook, through Instagram. We are every day, every single day, we are putting on air through Facebook and on our webpage also. We do workshops for children. We upload a puppet from our museum, and we make a short story to explain which puppet is. We do also a workshop for adults. We have make a short video in homage to all the people that is doing this great effort to save such a lot of lives, and who is working so hard for all of us. So we are trying to be in contact with our community, even though the center is closed.
Yes, but that's very interesting. You said that you are carrying on workshops online for kids and adults. How do you do that? I mean, how do you organize these workshops?
Well, we are working. Each of our member of our team is working in their house, in their home, and they are doing they are recording in their house, in their home, and we are making a home work, and we have a meeting every Monday, and we organize the work of the whole week, and that's how we are trying to work. Is very difficult for us to do it like this, but we thought that first we have to try to help these mothers and fathers that are with the child at home, and that such a lot of time being without being able to go abroad, and we thought that they need something to do. And it is true that because we start as soon as we were close at home, no? After a lot of people start to do other things, and now there are full of things to do. But when we started, there was nothing. So many people send us messages thanking us for having this initiative, no? So we thought it was important to give something to do to the same to the parents and for the children, no? Yeah. And also, we feel we need to do something We are a center that we always have been in contact with our community, with the children, and we couldn't stay. We said, what? We felt lost without doing nothing. So as soon we said, well, okay, no, we cannot be like this. We have to do something. And then we couldn't do nothing live. We couldn't do nothing at the center. So we are very well prepared to do things online. And then we said, okay, we can do it. And
Yes.
We started like this.
Yes, and Idoya, if I remember, the project that granted you the award in EMEA was a project connected to the hospitals, that you brought stories of your puppets to the hospitals.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Yes, and that's in these days, I thought, what's the value of culture and what's the value of museums for people who are in the hospitals? Is it important, or it's something, something more for them? Maybe you are the one who can reply to this question, because you had a previous experience.
Well, I think that in this moment it is, the question is to save lives, no? In this moment, this is the question. And people are focused on this.
Mm.
So people cannot think more in another thing. But I think that once this will be more in some, I don't think is the right word, but more relaxed. We are again trying to work, because more than in hospitals, we are working quite a lot with some people that has suffered a lot, at least in Spain, that are the residents for all people.
Yes.
And we are working a lot in this. We have a very project that is very appreciated here with residents of aged people. And this project that we it's very successful here. Now is stopped, of course, and we have started already to think how we can start again with this project. Of course, we will have to rebuild this project, because as it was before. At these days, we will not be able to do it. We will have to think about how we can do it. We have started to speak with people from the institutions that are working, that are how do you say that run the residencies. And they said in this moment you cannot do anything, because they even cannot go out of their rooms.
Yes.
So it's impossible to do anything now. But we are already thinking on how we can do it online also. So we are thinking on transform, to modify the project to do it online. But we still have to wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you. Go on. Yes.
No, because everything is changing. Changing.
Absolutely.
So it's unbelievable how this virus can change so much every single thing.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yeah. And besides and beyond the online activities that you've got to reorganize and rethink about, how do you think that the physical life in your museum will change?
Well,
when you open, when you're going to open?
Yes, now we are preparing the reopening of the museum, that we will be able to open it on the 1st of June.
Okay.
But it will be a very well. We will open it because we want to open it because it will be in a very strict conditions. It will not be able to have groups of more than 5 people together. They will have to wear a mask. They cannot touch anything. As you know, in our museum is one of the museums that they can touch the puppets. So in this case, they will not be able to touch anything. We cannot we cannot give anything, not brochures, no any paper, anything. We will have to accompany each of the groups. So it's an enormous change in the museum. So we are trying to see how we will be able to open the museum in these conditions. But we want to do it. It's something that we said, well, life must go on, and we have to continue. We really don't know how we are going to deal with this, because it will be very, very difficult. Very difficult in everything, in the organizational sense, in the economical sense, because it will be very, very. Can you imagine 5 people only every hour? Because the visit is almost 1 hour, so every hour only 5 people. So it will be economically will be terrible.
Yes.
But we think that life must continue, and we have to try to give an image of normality. It is not, of course, it is not a normality. It is not normal. But we have to try.
Yes.
Of course, it will not be the same, because we cannot do, by the moment, we cannot do any other activity. We cannot open the theater, we cannot do workshops, we cannot do any other activity. So it will be quite sad, because we are used to see the museum full of children, and so it will be a bit sad to see the museum like this. But well, we will try to do our best, and we will try to continue.
Yes. And IDOYA, do you think you will have a change, or do you think you will have to change the history, the stories that you are going to tell in the museum? Do you foresee some kind of changes in this direction? And then do you think you will try to make the visit a little bit more livelier by making some puppet mask for your visitors?
Well, we have thought on making some masks with puppets or so, but I don't know if we will be, not because of economical reason, not for other thing. But I would love to do something like this. Of course, we will have to give a lot of advices to the visitors, and we are thinking that our mascot, that it will be our mascot that will give the messages, and we will try to that these messages will be given in a nice way, in a sympathetic way, in a way that will be not too I don't know how to say that, in a very nice way for children, and that it will be sympathetic way. Now we will try to do it like this, to try to make it easy for the children. No, this is what we will try to do. That always will be our mascot that will be given the messages, and we will try to do it like this. So, and of course, we will have to change some the message that Mariona, the mascot, is given at the entrance of the museum. It's going to be changed. So we will have to change quite a lot of things. But this is life in this moment, and it seems that it is going to be for some time.
Unfortunately.
So, unfortunately. So we have to deal with this, and what we are trying to do is that this has not a big impact in children. So that children see this as easy as possible. And that Mariona, our mascot, tried to explain children that, well, this is something that is happening, but that they are not too impacted for this situation. So this is what we are trying to do, and well, we'll see if we succeed or not.
I'm sure you will, because you are a very talented director, and you are able to give to communicate the love that you feel for your work in everything you do. So that's and I can tell you, because I can tell it because I've known you for a long time. So I know. But we have a question from my other channel, and the question is: do you think the relationship between museums and schools will change completely from now on?
Unfortunately, in this moment, at least for a while, I'm afraid it will change, unfortunately. So, well, this is what at least we are having. We are speaking with directors of schools, with teachers, and they said that by the moment they will not be able to come with the schools to the museums, and so what we will try to make guided visits online, and maybe we will see. But one idea that we have is that the children do this guided visit, and they show them they will be the guides for other children. So we are thinking on many different ways to do it, but unfortunately, by the moment, and this is the most terrible thing for me, that makes me, that topic will be empty of children, and for me this is really terrible.
Yes.
It is terrible because topic is made for being full of children, as it has been this last 10 years, and seeing topic without children is something that makes me really feel so bad.
Well, I think, IDOYA, that for a little while instead of having the children coming to topic will go to the children in their houses. And I'm pretty sure that it will be appreciated as it has always been. Although I think I understand your feeling, and you have all my support if it can be of help. Because the situation is quite similar in many other museums. Italy is going to get ready next week to reopen. It's not mandatory. Who wants to open can open, and but the concerns are all the same. What you think, which are your concerns, are the concerns of the most part of museum people. And if we don't teach kids to go to museum, we are losing part of our mandate.
So it's so sad to see. I cannot imagine it's, for me, it's very hurtful it's very painful to think that we are going to have at least, I don't know, 1 or 2 years. I hope not, but at least 1 year without children, it is, for me, it's very painful, very, very painful.
So now I took you some time more, but I wanted to ask you 2 things again more. One is you introduced the topic of economics. You know, how do you think your museums, Basque museums, can deal with this lack of money? Where are they going to get money? Are European projects useful? The government, the regional, I don't know, the private sector? And the other one, as usual, is one museum and one book that you suggest us.
How we will deal with the economical problem, I really don't know. It is true that by the moment it seems that the institutions are very, very concerned with the problem, and they are trying to help. But it is true that the problem is a big problem, because we are close. We will open on the 1st of June, but we don't know who is going to come. I don't think they would like to go inside. Many people is afraid to go inside the places. And as I told you, by the moment we only will be able to have very small groups. So you can imagine the incomes will be almost nothing.
Yes.
So we have the theater closed. We don't have school campaigns, so our incomes are 0. So I don't know what will happen. As I told you, by the moment the institutions are okay, but I don't know how, because we don't live only from the institutions. We have a quite high percentage of our own incomes from the visitors, from So if we don't have visitors, what will happen? And we are not going to have visitors. We are not going to have enough visitors to reach the percentage that we need to survive. So really, I can tell you that I am almost 2 months that I almost don't sleep. So the situation is quite not very good. For the others museum, I can tell you that most of the museums in our country and are institutional museums, so they don't have the same problems that we have.
Yes.
So,
but do you think that Europe, with some European project, can help? I mean, do you think that? And now I see that Mr. Di Filippo Marionette is following us, so maybe he might be interested. But do you think that a European project can help in financing? Partially, at least, the activities that you and the other museums must carry on.
I don't know. I think that at least when I try, I've tried times I've never got help from Europe. I think that it is very difficult. They have to get help from Europe. The way you have to ask it is like a labyrinth. To ask money to Europe is quite difficult. So. I don't know. I've never get.
Tried.
I've tried twice, but never.
You never got.
It is very difficult. But I don't know. It is not easy. It is the situation now is really very difficult. Really.
Yeah. So. 2 suggestions from your side, which is a museum that we cannot avoid to visit when we come back to Spain or to the Basque countries. So, and a book that you suggest us about museums, about puppets, about literature. It's up to you.
Well, a museum, I will suggest you our museum, of
yes.
course.
That we can visit also online. Yes.
But beside our museum, that I will be very happy to be your guide, I will suggest you another museum that I really love, is Chillida Leku Museum in San Sebastian. I love it. It's a very beautiful museum. Really, it was to visit it. So Perfect. You can come and visit both of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I still miss you.
And a book. Which book? There is a wonderful, but it's a puppet book. I will say.
Yes, good.
Which its title is Marionette.
Marionette. Okay. Do you remember the author?
I don't remember now the author, but I can.
You can write it to us, or I can ask you.
I will write you to. But it's really beautiful.
Perfect. Okay. So Idoya, thank you very much. It was a very passionate. A passionate chat. I wish I could have you here with me.
Yeah, I also would have loved to be with you. It's a long time without seeing you
in person. Yes, and please, all my best, all the strength that you have. I'm sure that you will put it from now on again in your work, and let's stay in touch. As you know, our conversation will be on YouTube in a while. When it will be ready, we will inform you. And so thank you again, and see you soon.
Cristina. I'm happy to be with you.
Goodbye. See you soon. Bye.